Breaking news out of Zamfara state, my people. Security forces have moved with strength, and this time shockwaves are going through the whole region. Reports say Fulani bandits have been smashed, hideouts broken, dozens dragged into custody, and weapons recovered. The people of Zamfara are talking, the whole country is reacting, and today I will sit with you and tell you everything in a way you can understand clearly. As we go through this gist, please do me one favor. Like this video now and subscribe to the channel so that you will never miss any updates again. So what happened? Security forces in Zamfara, with intelligence gathered from communities and cooperation with agencies, went straight into action. They arrested not only small boys but also a notorious kingpin that many villagers know by name. His name is Muhammadu Kankani, also called Aki, a 57-year-old man, arrested while traveling between Kano and Katsina. This man has been linked to so many attacks in Safe, Yandoto, and other villages in Gusau local government. Police confirmed that he was part of a deadly gang that has disturbed communities for years. Alongside him, other members of bandit gangs were arrested. Arms were recovered. Victims were rescued. Think about it, my people, how powerful this moment is for those villages that have cried for help for so long. Now, they can breathe, even if just a little. Please pause for 1 second, like this video right now, and subscribe so that we continue to share news like this. The gist does not end there. 13 other suspected bandits were also arrested, 4 arms recovered, and 19 kidnapping victims were freed. Imagine those 19 people, some of them children, some fathers, some mothers, finally walking free again. Their families are thanking God, their neighbors are celebrating, and the whole community is saying, maybe, just maybe, the tide is turning. At the same time, 2 arms couriers were caught along the Funtua-Gusau expressway carrying dangerous weapons, ammunition, walkie-talkies, and cash. If these couriers had succeeded, those weapons would have entered the forest and been used to attack more innocent people. This is why people are calling this operation a smashing success, because it stopped not only the bandits already inside the villages, but also the supply chain feeding them. Villagers are jubilating, but they are also careful. They say, yes, this is good, but will government continue, or will this just be one big headline and then silence? That is the fear. They want this energy every week, every month, not just sometimes. They want banditry to end once and for all. And to be honest, who can blame them? For years, Zamfara people have faced pain. They have seen markets burned, schools shut down, farms abandoned. Every family has a story of loss. So yes, there is joy today, but also demand for more. As we continue, please don't forget, like this video and subscribe right now. Your support keeps this channel alive and gives us strength to continue sharing the truth. Now let us talk about the bigger operations. Just last month, military ground and air forces struck hard in Bukuyum local government, Makakari Forest, and eliminated more than 100 bandits. This was not a small operation, it was a coordinated strike. Imagine fighter jets above, troops on the ground, hideouts destroyed. That alone sent a signal that the era of free movement for armed gangs is slowly closing. Combined with the arrests we are seeing now, you can understand why the word shockwaves is being used. People in Zamfara are feeling something different, but even as we celebrate, we must be realistic. Bandits are many, spread across forests, sometimes crossing into Niger Republic or Katsina or Sokoto. The terrain is large and security forces are stretched thin. They cannot be everywhere at once. That is why locals must help. Intelligence, information, cooperation, these things are the backbone of success. In fact, the arrest of Muhammadu Kankani was made possible because of credible intelligence, not guesswork. Communities told authorities acted, and results came out. This is where leadership must step in. The state government and traditional rulers are speaking out, thanking security forces, calling for more. They are asking residents to support these operations, to report suspicious movements, to stop shielding criminals, and they are right. If villages protect bandits, bandits will continue to grow. If villages unite with security, criminals will shrink. Please, once again, if you are listening closely, take just 2 seconds to like this video and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it helps us continue this work. Now let me paint a picture. Imagine a farmer in Zamfara who for 2 years has abandoned his farmland because he fears being kidnapped. Now he hears that dozens of suspects have been arrested, that weapons are seized, that security is present. He takes cautious steps back to his land. He plants again. If he can harvest, the market will have food. If food comes, prices go down. If prices go down, the economy benefits. That is how security is linked to everyday life. It is not just about soldiers and guns. It is about food, school, family, future. Imagine also a child in a Zamfara village whose school was shut because of bandit attacks. That child has been at home, losing valuable time. Now, with the news of these arrests, the school authority feels a bit safer to reopen. The child returns, holding books, smiling with friends. That is the true meaning of these operations. The return of normal life. But here is the question. Will these suspects face justice? Nigerians are asking, will they be charged, prosecuted, convicted, or will we see them paraded today and forgotten tomorrow? Justice must not be silent. The law must take its course, and the public must see it happening. Without that, the cycle continues. This is what many analysts are saying, and I agree. Please pause again and hit like on this video, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think is the right step forward? Should government focus more on punishment or more on development to stop new recruits from joining bandit groups? Your opinion matters. Let us also talk about victims. When bandits are crushed, we must not forget those who suffered already. The kidnapped, the injured, the widows, the orphans. They deserve support, medical care, counseling, financial help to rebuild. Too often, victims are forgotten while focus remains only on the criminals. That must change. Now, beyond Zamfara, this story is sending waves to other states. Katsina, Niger, Sokoto, Kaduna. They are saying, if Zamfara can smash bandits, why not us? This is pressure, good pressure, on government and on security agencies. It shows people that hope is possible. That is why this news is powerful. My people, banditry has been one of the greatest threats to Nigeria's unity and peace. It has displaced thousands, destroyed farms, shut down schools, caused poverty, and raised food prices. So every arrest, every weapon seized, every hideout destroyed is a small but significant victory for all of us. But we must also remember the fight is not only with guns. It is also with policies, with jobs, with education. Many young men enter the bush because they see no future. If we give them a future, some may choose another path. Government must combine force with opportunity. That is the only way to end this war permanently. Now, as I close this gist, I want to leave you with one clear picture. Zamfara, people today are relieved. They are dancing. They are thanking God. They are saying, finally, we are seeing results. Bandits smashed, suspects arrested, shockwaves across the state. But tomorrow, the work continues. We celebrate today, but we demand more tomorrow. That is how real change will come. Please, before you leave this video, don't forget, like this video, Subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Together, we will keep telling the truth, keep explaining the news, and keep demanding a safer Nigeria for everyone. Now let us move further into what this Zamfara operation really means for ordinary Nigerians. When we hear that dozens of suspects have been dragged into custody, we must understand that each arrest is a name, a face, a story. These are not just statistics. Some of them are leaders of gangs. Some are young men recruited into crime. Some are middlemen supplying weapons. Every one of them has played a role in the suffering of villagers. Removing them from circulation is a step toward peace. But, and this is very important, arrest alone is not enough. The people are asking, how strong is our justice system? Will these cases move quickly in court? Will prosecutors bring strong evidence? Will judges deliver firm judgments? Or will loopholes be exploited until suspects walk free? Nigerians have seen this before. So, to build real confidence, authorities must show seriousness. We want to see trials, convictions, and we want to see it public so people know the law is working. Now, let us not forget, while these arrests are happening in Zamfara, other states are still dealing with similar challenges. Just last week in Sokoto, villagers raised alarm about fresh attacks. In Kaduna, farmers are still scared to go far into their fields. In Katsina, border communities live in fear. This tells us that yes, Zamfara is making progress, but Nigeria as a whole must move in the same direction. Bandits move across state lines, so the fight must also cross state lines. Let us talk about the victims that were rescued. 19 people, imagine it. Some of them were likely held for weeks, maybe months in the forest. Think about the nights sleeping in and out the bush under fear, not knowing if they would live or die.